did you have like a lot of instruction growing up, like pitching wise? Did you have like a pitching coach? Was it your dad? Or I mean, who taught you how to pitch, I guess, up into college?
Yeah, nobody.
Really?
I didn't do any lessons. I didn't do any special teams. I didn't have any coach. My dad was not a baseball guy. My dad was a football guy.
Really?
He drove a truck. He just, he would get me out there and we would play wall ball and have fun with baseball, but he didn't know how to teach me anything about pitching. He taught me how to be a competitor and how to be aggressive, which helped a lot as a pitcher, having that mound presence and that aggressiveness. I was a very crazy pitcher in high school. I don't want to say I couldn't control my emotions. I can control my emotions, but he taught me how to get mad and use that energy to perform. Like, he was big on, imagine that batter, or if I was hitting, imagine that pitcher did something bad to one of your family members or something, and use that energy, that fuel to, perform.
Yes.
And I did, and I always use that. But sometimes I would go a little crazy and it would get out of control. So I had to learn how to bring that back and harness that over time. And I got better throughout college and in pro ball. I was able to control it.
Was that a mindset that you kept through college?
Yeah.
Like, as far as like even putting yourself in that scenario?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I used to, this is bad, but I used to spit at guys, like not on them, but like they were up there. I would stare them in the eyes and spit at them. And in my head, I'm like, you're not going to touch me. Like, that was the mindset I had.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now were you a reliever all the way through? Were you a starter?
Yeah, I was starting in high school and in junior college, and then I was a reliever at Auburn and pro ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So that, I think I mentioned this too on one of the earlier podcasts, is that I think that was also Pedro Martinez talks about that in one of his books, as far as that mentality. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So his mentality was that they had his mother captive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like literally almost the exact scenario that you just said to me. Pedro, that's how he pitched. Wow. And he said, if he doesn't strike this guy out, something bad's going to happen to you.
I used to make fake scenarios in my head like that. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So Pedro Martinez. Yeah. In his book, he talked about it. Yeah. It's amazing. Like, your mind is so powerful,
Yeah.
It's funny to hear two different people that obviously didn't know the other one was doing it. And then to your dad, who's not a baseball person, that's sharing that with you. It's interesting. I wonder what made him kind of go there with that, as far as like, in order to prepare you that way. Do you have any idea of what?
I don't know.
Where he got that from?
He played football, so football got very aggressive. But I never asked him that. I never. I don't know if he maybe did that in football.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never asked him that. I was young when he was telling me that, so I was just like, okay,
all right.
I did it and it worked, and then I just used it for he was probably telling me that when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10 or something. I can remember being in Little League, like thinking like, did this guy just hit my sister?
Yeah.
Like almost like Bobby Boucher, water boy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So were you, is it fair to say, were you like a trash talker too, I would imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some points in my career, in high school, I was bad. Yeah. I would, yeah, it's bad. I'm embarrassed to say.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was in a small school, and a lot of people didn't give us any respect, and we only had like 9 or 10 guys on our team, and we weren't great on paper, but when we came to play, and we made it known that we were coming to play.
So it was the whole team that way?
The whole team was that way. We went after it, and we weren't afraid to talk crap. There was
yeah, you gotta give it to me.
There's a local team that was, across town. They had a great team, great baseball team, great football team. They won the state champion in football and all this stuff. And they were the team they had a weight, but they were twice as good as us in baseball. Like we were like man for man, which didn't stand a chance. But we had the energy, we had the attitude, and we wanted to win, and we wanted to beat them very badly. And so those games got really, really, really heated, and heated so much that their football team would be standing outside of our dugout waiting for us after the game. And our coach would say, well, we've all got to walk out together, so nothing happens. And we would walk out. We had little guys, some of the guys were tiny on our team, and these are state football champion guys. And we're walking out. And I remember some of my friends just looking up at these football like, what? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Walking to the field. My one friend's got his boxing stance ready to go. Everyone's talking, trash. It was nuts. So yeah, it was, things got crazy for a little while, but I learned how to control it after that. But I think it's important. You need to have that aggressiveness when you're playing the game. You need to be confident. You need to be aggressive. I think I went maybe too far on the spectrum sometimes early in my life, but I learned how to control it.
If you enjoyed that clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the full podcast, click right here. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this content valuable.